What's going on, everyone? It is currently the release of the new Fort of the Damned update. If you didn't know, every single month Sea of Thieves releases a new update that has a whole lot of new content, and in this month we're having a spooky themed fort based update. So essentially this guide is going to be an essential quick run through of everything new in the update that you need to know about, and with all of that being said, let's get into it. So right off the mark, let's go ahead and talk about the new Ritual Skull Bounty Voyages. So the Ritual Skull Bounty Voyages are new missions that you can acquire from Duke, who is located as always in the tavern. And those missions do take place in the wilds, the ancient isles, and the shores of plenty. Now they are essentially mercenary based voyages, so what you'll need to do is do some Order of Souls based stuff. So that means clearing some skeletons, and of course that'll lead you to finally one Ritual Skull. Now we're going to talk about why the Ritual Skulls are important in a moment. And of course with that there's also a new Pirate Legend voyage, so if that's something you're interested in, you can also check that out. But aside from that, you have a new type of voyage as well, and these voyages are called the Ritual Skull Rat Stash. Now you can acquire these via either doubloons or gold. What you'll need to do is follow a Gold Hoarders based mission structure and find some Ritual Skulls that have been left around the maps. Now you may be wondering how come the new Ritual Skulls are important in this update and how come they're so heavily focused. That's because the new remodel of the forts, called the Fort of the Damned, requires Ritual Skulls and lanterns for you to start it. Now the Ritual Skulls can be acquired by doing the voyages, and the lanterns can be acquired by you dying in various creative ways. If you go to your mission tab and have a look at your reputation, you should be able to see the different ways to get different coloured lights. Now they are both essential to complete this fort, but for the extra little hassle that you need to go through to complete this fort, you'll find yourself fighting one of the Grey Marrow bosses to finish off the fort, and as well as that you'll have multiple stronghold kegs, not just one, and a much higher loot pool. It's also worth noting as well, if you have multiple Ritual Skulls on your ship, you can essentially repeat this fort as many times as long as you have the skulls. So you can essentially complete this in 4 or 5 quick successions if you do have enough Ritual Skulls. And if you do manage to complete all of the challenges in this month's update, what you're going to be able to do is acquire the new Ferryman of the Damned rewards. Now that is essentially a complete cosmetic set, but come the end of this update that will be widely available for everyone to purchase. So if you don't have the time to go to the effort, don't worry, next month you'll be able to purchase these no matter what. Now with all of these missions and voyages comes a new set of achievements. Now there's only 4 new achievements in this update, but I'm going to tell you what they're titled now, and I'm going to tell you how much gamer score they yield. So to start off, you have a Spectrum of Shadows, that'll yield you 5 gamer score. Following that you have Summoning the Damned, will lead you another 5 gamer score. Then you have Defeating the Damned, which will yield you 10 gamer score. And finally you have Banishing the Damned, which will lead you 15 gamer score. So that's it for the way of new voyages. With that being said, let's move on to the black market updates. So inside the black market this month, you'll be able to acquire the Wild Rose clothing. They are personally my favorite set in the entire game. You'll be able to reacquire a variation of the Wailing Barnacle clothing. I know a lot of people have been asking for that. As well as that, there's a new set of Fearless Bone Crusher weapons. There's a whole new set of Admiral clothing. And you can also get a new variation of the Deep Ocean Cruller items. And as well as that, there's also been new additions to the Pirate Emporium. This month only, you can get some skeleton animals in support of the Halloween season. You can also get the new Cutthroat boat, which is based loosely off the Killer Instinct game. There's also a whole new section of new emotes, new taunts, and new variety packs. And as well as that, you can also buy some brand new bundles if you want to get a little bit of everything. It is definitely worth checking out what's in the new Pirate Emporium this month because they won't last forever, so if you find something you like, I would highly recommend purchasing it. You won't be able to get it after the end of this update. And following that, we also have some new changes to the arena. So at long last, we finally have the option to compete in duo sloops inside of the arena. How good is that? So essentially the duo sloops is the exact same as the normal arena that we're used to, but instead now you have a smaller crew and a smaller ship option. Following that, you also have 2 new locations and a minimum closed crew size. That's pretty much it for the arena though. I say that's it, but that is a lot of content right there and gives you a whole lot of new options. Now, following all that, we've got the bonus content, and this is where it gets really spicy. Right off the bat, probably the best thing in the entire update is they've officially added banjos. How long have we been asking for that? And as well as banjos, they've also added new hair dyes. That also includes 2-tone hair dyes. So in certain hairstyles, you can have different types of hair color, whether it be red and black, white and blue, or whatever the heck you want. There's also a whole new set of female clothing customizations, as well as some new colors, so that's worth checking out as well. You can also buy a brand new hunter ship, which will be found inside of the shipwright. And of course, last but not least, one more time, banjos. Seriously, get yourself a cool colored banjo. So in conclusion, that's pretty much all the essential information inside of the new update. Down below in the comments and in the description, or one of the two, I'm going to link the official Sea of Thieves trailer so you can watch everything new inside of that update. It goes for around the same length as this video, so put some time aside while you're trying to find a new session. With all of that being said, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my Instagram for sponsoring this video. It's not really sponsored, but do check out my Instagram if you want to see some cool little face reveals from the holiday I just had. And also I'd like to give a massive thank you to AMD for powering this entire setup, plus all of the things that I use to make these videos possible. Also, first vlog on the channel if you want to go check it out. It's got some cool Sea of Thieves based stuff in it. Anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video.